Yo buddies, glad to see you're still alive. Today, we're continuing where we left off in our F-5E simulator run. Last mission, we bombed an airbase, but this mission they're letting us shoot moving targets again. Oh boy. Let's see what else Crux has to say about this.
They're few in number, but we've managed to assemble a small ground force. However, the Leasath fleet continues to gather in Port Patterson, and the presence of the Transportation Corps has also been confirmed. Having lost Puna Base, it appears Leasath now intends to shuttle in troops and supplies overseas. If any more ships dock at Port Patterson, enemy strength will become more than our ground troops can handle. In order to prevent this, we need you to launch a preliminary strike on Port Patterson. Destroy all enemy supply vessels, landing ships, and freighters. In particular, try to keep as many enemy landing ships from entering the port as possible. Battle supplies must not reach the enemy. The number of enemy landing ships inside the port will be displayed on the MPG in the upper right-hand corner of your HUD. If the MPG reaches the max level, our forces will no longer be able to retake Port Patterson. This time, a substantial enemy counterattack is to be expected. It seems the loss of Puna Base has put them on guard. Please be careful.
Seems like another cakewalk. Let's do this thing.
Griffith 1, you are cleared for takeoff. Griffith 1, altitude restrictions canceled. Return to your mission. Good luck. To Griffith 1. Check your MPT on the right side of the HUD. The MPT will display the number of landing ships from the port. Please pay careful attention to the MPT during this mission. So, you're Griffith 1, huh? I'm Major Bergman, Ground Force Commander. There are landing ships within the enemy fleet. We'll lose the battle if a battalion is allowed to make it ashore. Do not allow more than 3 landing ships to enter the port. We'll be risking our necks out here with you. Let's take back Port Patterson. Put the city on high alert. I don't want to see so much as a kitten out on those streets. Just make sure that bridge is raised. You're altitude is too low. Control up.
We've succeeded in destroying the enemy fleet gathered in Port Patterson. Our ground troops scored a major victory by using the chaos caused by our attack to storm in and secure the port. We freed Port Patterson from the hands of the enemy. It's still kind of hard to believe.
The emblem of the Southern Cross. It was on that very day that the aircraft bearing the mark of the Southern Hemisphere brought about the defeat of Leasath forces. But the story barely made the news, and the army showed no apparent reaction. Almost nightly, Leasath's commanding officer, Diego Gaspar Navarro, plays host to grand banquets within Gaia's Tower. This evening, he is once again proudly trumpeting the glory of his airborne fortress. I've heard the speech so many times, it feels like I wrote it. Which, in a way, is a good thing, because it lets me concentrate on enjoying the food instead. As I gazed out the window at the night sky, I felt as if even the phases of the moon were somehow at odds with those of the Northern Hemisphere. The words of a fellow reporter, who fancied himself a connoisseur of fine wine, really got me thinking about the price of the glass of wine in my hand. One glass of it is roughly equivalent to several years of a Leasathian citizen's salary. Haven't the long years of civil war left Leasath an impoverished and war-torn nation? Whatever the case, much is unclear about the flow of money in Leasath. Ever since I arrived here, I've only covered stories the military had approved. However, this particular mystery just might be worth investigating on my own. The idea was nothing more than the product of an idle mind. At least at the time.
Next time on this seemingly endless train of misery, we get to express our dominance over the inferior races of tanks and helicopters, while also hiding our ass from SWBM launches. See you then.